So what do you do then to assist your sellers? Besides grabbing some paint and going and painting that.
Yeah, I know. Sometimes I do that. You wouldn't believe. I show them, I give them the tools on what needs to be done. You know, like you walk room by room and help clients, your prospective sellers see the home, what needs to be done. I also tell them this is something I learned in art college, is sometimes you have to, I tell my clients to look through their own camera on their phone and look at what that room looks like and tell me what you think that will look like. And they're like, oh, yeah, I never liked that dresser there, or I never liked that wall color. It's like, okay, that's how you have to look at your own home. And you have to remind your sellers that their first showing is online. But I also provide all the vendors that can help them. I think that's really important because a lot of times it can be a really overwhelming for a seller if they are like, I don't even know who to call to pick this up or donate this. And the other thing is I have paint chips in my car. I always go to the best neutral colors for the new year, and I help my clients pick out paint colors if they really want to paint that yellow kitchen or something like that. I mean, try to streamline it for your clients, because again, they're looking at this to-do list, and if you can funnel it as a realtor and funnel it down to simplify it, I think it really helps them, and it's going to pay off.
And for a lot of people, it's very personal. It's their personal home, and so letting go of their style or letting go of their vision sometimes takes that outside person to look at it.
But you know what I find really interesting is how the sellers forget that when they become buyers. I find that fascinating. I'm like, you didn't look at your house that way, but when you go into another person's home, now you're wearing your buyer hat, and now you're looking at it so differently. And then they look at me and they're like, Jodi, now I understand why you told me to paint that wall or get rid of that themed bedroom, or
That's a great point. We've done a video about emotions, managing your emotions during this process, because there are so many. And as you go through, whether it's pre-approval to during the process and moving, and it's a lot going on. And so I think that those tips are great and strong to do that.
I have one more tip too for buyers.
Okay.
And that is, this is a really common mistake I think buyers make, is they don't find what they want in their neighborhood. They don't find this. So all of a sudden they start showing me a link to a home in Big Rapids. And I'm like, wait a minute, you work out by the airport. Yeah, but Jodi, this is the perfect house. And I'm like, listen, I can find you the perfect man, but if he's in Alaska, it's not gonna do you any good, right? So don't stretch yourself to an area you don't really wanna live in. I mean, yeah, you might find the perfect house, but why are we way up here? Why are we an hour and a half from work when you got daycare in Kentwood? And I don't understand. So that's the biggest mistake.